Hello, my beautiful gratitude tribe. This is our all about 555 technique part 2. In this video, we'll cover more of your burning questions about the popular 555 technique and help you unleash the magic of this technique and create your dream life. Stay with me. Welcome back to Choosing Gratitude. My name is Karen from choosinggratitude.net. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. This is a channel that's all about helping you choose your dream life by choosing gratitude. Here we talk about gratitude, law of attraction, simple and powerful gratitude techniques, mindset, basically everything that can help you choose that dream life that you so much deserve. All right, since this is part 2, I want to just give you a little bit of a memory refresher. For part 1, we talked about what is the 555 technique. We talked about the 2 variations of 555, right? You could write an affirmation 55 times a day for 5 days, or you could do it 5 times a day for 55 days. And I made a very important analogy, which is the sprint versus marathon analogy. Most of you are probably gonna do the 55 times a day variation, which means what you're doing is like a sprint, not a marathon. If you are writing it 5 times a day for 55 days, that's a completely different game. That is more like a marathon. So if you're writing something only for 5 times a day, I would like for you to make your affirmation a little bit longer, a little more elaborate, maybe cover a few different areas of life and make sure that you commit to it in the long run. If you don't exactly understand what I'm talking about, I recommend you to go ahead and watch the part 1 first before you move forward with this video. But if you watch that one, let's keep going and let's dig deep into this 555 technique. The next question, what should I write in my affirmation? Should I be very specific about just one thing, or should I be more general? And my answer to this question is that it depends on which variation of 5-5 you're picking. If you are doing the 55 times a day times 5 days, remember, writing 55 times of something is a little repetitive for your brain, okay? And if you make it really long and elaborate, your brain will get tired of it and it will make it like a chore. So I usually prefer doing just one short and sweet sentence that starts with thank you. Thank you for whatever. And I do that 55 times, and at each line when I started, I do 1, 2, 3, 4. That way I can keep track of how many times I've done. Again, this is a sprint, right? And you are shooting your desire out of the universe, and you want to be laser sharp focused. Just focus on one thing and one thing only. But if you want to do it 5 times a day and 55 times, you can certainly cover different areas of your life. And if you want to really super boost this technique and you want to manifest a few things with laser sharp focus, I recommend you to block out different times of the day. Like for example, in the morning, you do 55 times of this affirmation, and then maybe 3 hours later, you do 55 times of another affirmation. Don't get them all mixed up, because your brain will get overwhelmed and you are going to create unnecessary resistance for yourself. And the most important question is, how do you write a powerful affirmation that will really help me, shoot this desire out into the universe and manifest, right? And a lot of times I find that people's affirmations are lame. They're just not powerful. And the typical affirmation people use is, I have XYZ. That is the most ineffective affirmation. Why is that? Because your soul is least interested in having stuff, okay? Because having is not a concept for your soul. Your soul is all about being something, experience something right at this moment, okay? So if you start with I have XYZ, your soul doesn't understand what feeling bucket should this go to. And that makes your affirmation lame. That makes your whole practice a wasted effort. So what you want to do is you want to start with thank you for something, okay? Instead of saying, I have $1 million, say thank you for $1 million. That way, your soul feels that that has already happened and there is a feeling place right there. And it's a gratitude feeling place, right? So start with thank you or start with I am. Not like I am someone who has something, okay? But rather, I am, and then associate that with an experience, with a feeling place. That's always the most powerful way to do it. So thank you, I am. These are the way to start your affirmation. And also, you can say, I am experiencing X, Y, and Z. And if you need a little extra help to put together the most powerful affirmations, feel free to go to my website. That's choosinggratitude.net. I will help you one-on-one. And lastly, let me give you a bonus tip to really unleash the magic of this technique. Do you know that you can actually layer this technique with other techniques? Do you know that you can also layer this technique with itself? So how do you do that? You know, a lot of people can't really get in the feeling place when they do 555 because they have so many blockages, right? So I usually do a quick round of EFT tapping and using that to release my blocks before I go into the 555 technique. So EFT is a perfect combination with this. And also, like I've mentioned in my other videos, after I complete 5 days, I would do about 30 days of water affirmation, which is I speak my affirmation 108 times into a cup of water and I drink it. So when you use these other techniques, it will give your brain a little bit of a break because you see, you don't want your brain to think, oh, this is so boring, this is a chore, I'm not gonna do it. So sometimes alternating technique will give you a new surge of energy. And also, what you could do is you could write a general affirmation with regards to all areas of your life. You do that 5 times a day for 55 days, and on top of it, you pick a specific desire and you do that 55 times a day. And if you have multiple desires, you could pick different slots of time and do them throughout the day. Okay, if you have any other questions about the 555 technique, make sure that you put your question in the comments down below and I will make sure that I answer them. And I hope that this technique will work for all of you. And if you would like to work with me one-on-one, I do have a link to my coaching. It's in the description down below. It's basically coaching.choosinggratitude.net. If you are new here, I hope you consider subscribing to the channel and click that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, Gratitude Tribe. Give this video a thumbs up and I will see you in the next video.